I'm a capturer, soul adventurer. Okay, looks like we're all set. Let's go. Let's do this. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to my stream. I'm Pierre, your host. I hope you're all doing well today. So, unfortunately, today's going to be another one of these short streams because we are still working on the background of our painting. But before we do that, let's just go over to the computer, very quickly look at a quick recap of what we did yesterday, just to get in the mood, and then we'll tackle our day from there. So it really was not that complicated. What did we do? Well, we added the first coat of orange paint to our planets. At least that's what I call them, little planets. You can call them bubbles or whatever you want. So that is basically what we did yesterday. Really simple stuff. And today, unfortunately, it's going to be just as simple, except that I am going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to cheat a little bit for the simple reason that I can't stand just coming in the studio, painting 3 minutes and having to leave because the paint isn't dry yet. So what I'm actually going to do, what I was going to do, was put a second coat of this orange because I can see in many areas right through it, and I can see the paint, the brush strokes. But what I'm going to do today, and then, so what I would have done is put that second coat, wait till tomorrow, and then I would have added the red outline detail, little shadow to my little planets, and then I wouldn't do anything till day after tomorrow. And that is really like 2 days in a row where I'm going to be painting for like 10 minutes, and that's it. So what I'm going to do today and where I'm going to cheat is that I'm actually going to start with my little red shading and shadowing. I'm going to start with that first, and then while that is drying, I'm just going to go back and in the area which doesn't have that shadowing, I'm going to put the second coat of orange. And now that I think about it, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because some of my shading goes on top of the second coat. Shit. So I have to think this out for a second. How can I go about... it's going to be too tedious. Damn. Okay. I was so psyched to move forward today, and I just realized I'm not going to be able to. No, it would be too tedious, and so sometimes I guess you just can't cheat, which is a major drag. That means my stream is going to be very short today and tomorrow as well. So I'm just going to take a second to think this out one more time. How can I... I'm sorry, I can't, and I can't do shoddy work either. There's no way in the world, because I don't want to come back and just do these short streams. There's no way I can sacrifice the quality of the work either. It wouldn't be right for, well, just for myself, to be honest with you. So, damn it. Okay, so anyways. I'm not going to complain. I'm still here in my studio, the place I love to be, and I'm going to be doing the thing that I love to do. So let's not complain. Let's be happy. So things didn't go exactly how I thought it would. Well, what the hell? That's the way it goes. Damn it. Okay, so I'm going to grab a fat paintbrush just to get the texture of my paint to be the right, have the right consistency so it just glides on the canvas the way it should. And then I'll just switch to a smaller paintbrush when it's time to do the actual painting, because this orange paint is pretty stiff. Now, if I was mixing several colors, I would probably go to camera number 1 over here, and I would probably mix this with you guys in a close-up. But since it's an orange background and orange paint, really not that thrilling, not that exciting. So I'll just work this the way I'm doing right now. I have water right here, I guess, all ready to go. So I'm just going to take a few minutes and, oops, I don't want that. Okay, just take a few minutes, work this. Not too much because I don't want it to be, I want the paint to remain nice and opaque if possible. So, just going to work this a little bit more. That means today's stream is going to be like 10 minutes or 15 minutes long. Jesus. The live stream I did on Instagram a few minutes ago is going to be longer than my actual YouTube stream. I mean, before I do the YouTube stream, I do a very quick, short Instagram feed to show people how I set up my studio to do the YouTube stream, whatever. So this looks pretty good, nice and creamy. Look at that, looks like a orange pumpkin pudding. There we go. So this is all set. Let me just bounce back over here and find the right paintbrush. What I should have done is put the paintbrush I used yesterday aside for today. I assume this was the one I used, or maybe was it this one? I don't remember. It was so long ago. This looks like the right candidate. So let me just soak him up for a second. Gives me time to put my paint away. There we go. Let me get rid of the excess water on this guy. Very good. I'll bring camera number 1 closer. There we go. I'm probably going to start off like I always do on the upper left-hand corner and work my way down since I'm right-handed. But honestly, this is not going to be very exciting at all, putting orange paint on orange paint. Anyways, so let's get back to camera number 1. And let's do this. I mean, every time I do my paintings, I kind of basically have to do the same thing. So I should not apologize about it and just shut up since I do this anyways. This is my usual routine. I guess I'm just a little disappointed today because I was hoping I had thought I had found a way to kind of cheat and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but apparently when I actually thought of the process, I realized that it would not work out that way at all. There we go. All right, very good. Salut, ça va?
Ça va, Yves?
Oui, et toi?
Ouais, super.
Ah bah cool. Les enfants sont en vacances là,
Oui,
non?
les enfants sont en vacances.
Ah, très bien.
Oui, je suis pas mal venue, mais j'ai...
Oui, bah, c'est un peu comme ça, hein. Des fois, il n'y a personne, des fois, il y a du monde. Mais bon.
Pas en train de-
Ouais, je suis en train de faire mon streaming. Oui, c'est pas grave, hein. À tout à l'heure. Yes. So that was Armel, who does pottery. She has a studio downstairs. And she hasn't been here that long, actually, just a couple, I think, couple or 3 weeks or so. So that's cool. We have a lot of diverse people here. No two people doing the same thing. We have our friend Jalil, who does fixes, creates, builds African repairs, African instruments. We have Armel, who was here just a few seconds ago, who does her pottery. We have Jeanne, who's upstairs, and she does like her own jewelry. Then we have Claudine, who does kind of sculptures and jewelry as well, now that I think about it, using materials that she finds on the beach, and using her imagination to do some pretty cool stuff, I must say. And then we have Francois, which is right across from where I am, who does painting as well, and paints on objects and God knows what. And then we have Leah, another girl who's downstairs, who does a little painting as well. She does what she calls makeup art. So she uses makeup and paints with that. So a lot of diversity in our studios here, which is good, especially for people who come and visit, because everybody has different tastes. So let me move the camera back over here. Now, usually I would switch cameras just to have a lot more stuff so I can edit my making of. I don't think I'm going to do a making of for tomorrow because, quite frankly, it's too boring. So there we go. Let me move over just a little bit like this. All right, even on the camera, everything looks the same, I must admit. I mean, basically, as most of you know, when you paint, you start with the background and work your way to the foreground. So that's why I'm always kind of trapped in having to do my backgrounds, and it takes so long, at least during the winter time, right? Because it's so humid in here, so cold that the paint doesn't dry that quickly. So, like I mentioned earlier, if we were summertime, I would just put my fan on full blast and I could just work around the clock. If I start on the upper left-hand side with the fan full blast, by the time I get down here, the paint up here is dry and I can just work in a circle. There we go. There we go. More up here, I guess. There you go. It doesn't have to be perfect because if I can always fix things when I put on the details. Plus, there's going to be a lot more in the background. I'm going to do plants and stuff like that. So I can always fix up what I screwed up if need be. So let me bring you over here, my little guy. There you go. I'm just going to check out my computer for a second here. Everything is going okay. Very good. Okay. Just checking on the stream. Make sure there's no drop frames or anything like that that could screw everything up. But apparently everything is going as it should. There we go. So I got just 3 more of these little planets. There we go. And just one last one. Man. All right. So double check. Everything seems to be done. Well, unfortunately, let me bring this baby back here. What a drag that this is already finished. Okay, so let me put the paint away here. I'm not going to waste any. Not at the prices that most of these materials cost. Can't afford to waste a drop. I waste quite a bit when I do my splattering on my paintings, so if I can avoid it while I'm actually using the paintbrush, might as well. There we go. Save as much as you can. Et voila. So, well, unfortunately, this is basically it for today. So I'll just come over here to sign off. 20 minutes into the stream, already done. My God, this is so quick. Anyways, I'm going to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for joining me. And I hope as well you'll join me tomorrow as we add the shadowing to these little planets. Again, a stream that's going to go extremely quickly as well. But that's the way the ball bounces. So, like usual, I'm going to leave you with 2 things. I'm going to leave you with my schedule and by saying, ciao mes amis.